A bird can stand just a few steps from food and still refuse to come closer. Before you notice the change, the bird may already have noticed you. From the fence, your yard is not a yard. It is a map of distance, cover, and escape. If you learn what birds are reading, the pause on the fence starts to make sense. The fence is often more than a resting place. It can be a checkpoint. A person may think they are doing nothing, but a bird may be learning the pattern. A watching bird may tell you its decision before it moves. Sometimes the first approach is only a test. To the person, the bird may seem shy. To the bird, the person may still be too direct. The same moment can look safe to you and exposed to a bird. A bird may notice not only where you stand, but where your face points. A turned shoulder can change the whole shape of the yard. A bird may not choose the shortest path. It may choose the safest path. One sudden motion can erase several quiet minutes. To a bird, slow and predictable can look different from sudden and direct. After a reset, the bird may not disappear forever. It may watch for the pattern to repeat. The bird may wait to see whether your next movement matches the last one. The first sign of trust may be almost invisible. Even when the person steps back, the open lawn still matters. A bird may come closer by moving sideways first. Cover lets the bird pause without starting over. The person may think the bird left, while the bird is still watching. A bird may break the approach into smaller, safer pieces. The bird may compare this movement to the last one. When the pattern feels safer, the bird's body may change before its distance does. A new object can make a familiar yard unfamiliar again. What looks harmless to you may be unreadable to a bird. The person may step away and wonder why nothing happens. Not every bird reads the same scene with the same confidence. A bird's decision is not one question. It is a map that keeps changing. The next thing a bird may read is whether your body keeps a pattern. The same fence can become the place where the bird checks the story again. Birds may notice when a person appears and what usually follows. The bird may not be waiting for you to vanish. It may be waiting for the safer part of your routine. Once the pattern fits, the bird may take only one careful step. A sudden turn can feel different from a slow step back. A bird may track the part of you that moves first. When the person becomes still again, the bird may return to the decision. The bird may look past the food to the way out. The bird may come close and still not commit. The moment the person notices, the bird may notice that too. A retreat does not always mean the bird gave up. The safest checkpoint may change as the bird learns the yard. When the person stops leaning, the yard changes again. The bird has been reading distance, hands, face direction, speed, and the way out. The feeder is not just food. It is a place where the bird must stop moving. Before landing, the bird may check more than the feeder. When the exit stays open, the final hop becomes possible. Coming closer may happen one heartbeat before eating. A bird at the feeders may still be watching you between every movement. Only after the scene stays predictable does the bird take the first seed. One bird's decision can become information for another. The person may think the moment is solved, but the birds are still reading. A small rectangle pointed at the bird can become another direct signal. One bird may leave the feeder while another keeps watching from safety. When the direct signal disappears, the yard can soften again. The watcher on the fence may now make its own test. The path that worked once can become easier to test again. The second bird does not skip the checks. It repeats them. A bird may come closer when the yard becomes predictable enough to test again. The bird may be reading things around you that you never noticed. A changing shadow can make a familiar route look different. The person may see the same lawn, but not the same change. Sometimes the bird is not waiting for you. It is waiting for the scene to stop changing. When the moving line becomes still, the bird tests the route. Even the feeder itself can become uncertain when it moves. A bird may choose the safer seat on the ground before the swinging feeder. The feeder is not always the same object to the bird. When the scene changes again, the bird may return to the place that gives the most information. From above, the bird's choices look like routes between stable and changing places. A window can change what the bird sees in the yard. From the bird's angle, the window may not look like a wall at all. A small change behind the glass can change the outside scene. When one visual uncertainty fades, the route may open again. The bird has not been watching only you. It has been watching the whole arrangement. Distance is not just how far you are. It is how the bird can move around you. A bird may test whether your distance stays stable. If the person moves at the exact test moment, the bird may step back. After a failed test, the bird may watch longer the next time. A stable person can become part of the background again. The bird may cross one invisible ring at a time. After the person stays still, the bird tries the route again. A person who is not facing directly can look less like a barrier. When the corridor stays open, the bird can continue. If the bird freezes, look at distance, direction, and the nearest escape route. One safe moment may not be enough. Repetition is what the bird can test. The bird may learn the parts of your routine that do not change. The same fence pause can mean something different after many safe repeats. Familiarity may shorten the wait, but it does not remove the checks. A new person, posture, or route can reset the bird's map. The bird may know one routine, but still pause for a new one. The familiar pattern can bring the bird back to assessment. New objects left behind can keep the scene unfamiliar. The bird may not abandon the route. It may redraw it. A familiar yard can become unfamiliar with one changed path, one new object, or one faster movement. You can often see the bird's decision before the bird moves. A freeze can mean the bird noticed a new change. A head tilt may show the bird is changing the angle of information. A short retreat may mean the bird is keeping the option open. A forward lean, raised foot, and repeated look to the route can mean the next move is coming. When those signs line up, the next hop often follows. Watch the body. Freeze, tilt, retreat, lean, then move. The bird is not acting like a person. It is making survival-shaped choices in a human-shaped yard. A calm routine can make the large yard feel less sudden. The question is not, will the bird trust me? It is, does the scene stay readable enough for the bird to choose? Now return to the first moment. The bird on the fence, the person near the feeder, the pause. It checks the hand, the face, the route, the cover, and the moving objects. The person does not move toward the bird. The person stays readable. The bird comes